Alright, time for another huge info dump. This one is solely for Pokemon, though.
Yeah.
So, if you're expecting to hear anything else, I'm sorry. It's just. Oh my god!
Certain sources have spoiled almost the whole game now.
And by this whole game, we mean every single Pokemon.
As far as we know.
As far as we know, we have
Because
60.
the Pokedex adds up.
It seems there's 69 so far, including the final one, but we'll get to him.
A lot of people are upset about that. I'm not really.
I'm not, only because it's good quality looking Pokemon, for the most part.
And, like, the purpose of this generation wasn't the Pokemon anyway. It was the upgrade.
This was a branch up to the new format. Much like how Gen 4 was, except for probably handled a bit better from what we've seen.
Yeah. So I know you guys want to see some things.
And we tried not to show the actual footage for obvious reasons, but that's why I decided to draw things.
Yeah, it helps.
It helps. It gives you an idea. So I guess we'll just start with the spoiled final evolutions. You can see here, you got the Fog.
Greninja, it lost its bubbles. It now has a tongue scarf. A lot of people are weirded out by this, but
It's a Frog. What do you want? And he's a ninja. I like it. He's a ninja. He's even got a move called Water Shuriken.
Yep, it's just supposedly a multi-hit priority physical attack. So it's really good. And he's got like Infernape like stat spread as far as we know. So he's gonna be good.
Yeah, sounds pretty good. And then you got there in the corner, Delphox. It was the original initial drawing from what it looked like the first time we saw it, so it's not exactly how it looks now, but that's the idea.
It's got solid speed and really high special attack, so
It is a wizard.
it is a wizard. It's fire psychic and it gets lots of things like Thunderbolt, Energy Ball.
And now,
It's gender neutral.
yes, for the most part anyway. It's like I'm sure we'll still see a lot of art saying otherwise, but it's a lot more gender neutral than Grayson. Stockings, short dress, broom. Anyway, as you can see, there's one missing. It's because it didn't come out till later, and it's a bit too big to put on the one thing by itself.
He is the Juggernaut, bitch!
Yep, he is the Juggernaut.
Chestnut, grass fighting.
Fighting, giant ass armor on his back.
Respectable attacking and defensive stats, of course. And he has a variant of Protect that basically has the Iron Barbs effect on it. Which is to say, if they were going to touch you, they take some backlash damage. So it's really nice. Oh, speaking of signature moves, Delphox has this thing that
Mystic Fire or something.
that reduces opposing special attacks
Yeah.
and has decent base power, but not super high.
All in all, I'd say these starter file forms are actually pretty good.
They delivered.
It's much better than Gen 5 starters.
Yes, this pleases Jalorda.
Let's see what we got now. This one's a bit harder to see, mostly because I just didn't feel compelled to draw it. His name is Diggersby. He's
so
racist.
Nah, I think he's supposed to look more like a hobo, because, you know, he just... I don't know.
I don't know.
It's normal ground, and there's not much else to say. It can have pickup, though.
It's true.
So he is bro tier for as long as you want, really.
And down here, you can see what looks to be...
Binacle.
Yeah, it looks like a weird barnacle. Palm tree thing. It's hard to see, but it's fine. It looks ugly.
No one liked it, and then it evolved.
But we'll get to that one later.
Oh, hey there. It's Heliolisk.
Yes, Heliolisk. People freaking love Heliolisk.
Yeah. Especially since it's, one of those frilled lizard dinosaur things.
Yeah.
They pop out when it attacks. It's
So
really cool.
It's gonna be, yeah.
Electric Normal has a signature move of some kind. No complaints there.
Yeah, and then we got freaking Carbink.
It's a fairy. A
Yeah.
rock fairy. Comparable to Shuckle. It's got like a lot more HP, like half the defenses, so it's probably going to be okay at least.
And then Fletchinder. This was back when we could barely see what he looked like, so it's also not going to look 100%.
The middle stage between Fletchling and Talonflame. Well, what do you want?
It's a bird. It's just like Fletchling. Photorealistic birdo. Oh yeah. We
hey
also
guys.
found out about these.
Well,
Let's start.
let's start with the ones you're probably asking questions about first.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mega Gengar
Mega Gengar.
It is-
Ghost Psychic.
with Magic Bounce. So this is one of the first where you have a distinctive reason to hold off on Mega Evolution from time to time, so you can keep your poison and levitate advantages.
Yeah, it's actually a good reason to utilize Mega as a item instead of just be bigger,
Yeah.
because it actually is a choice.
Obama Snow. Apparently it gets slower.
Thanks, Obama.
It keeps Snow Warning as an ability, which is cool, because if they try to interrupt your weather with their own, you can just Mega Evolve and get yours back in play.
Oh, Obama, so you're a dick. And then, of course,
Mega Aerodactyl, which is just Aerodactyl but more. I don't know what else to say. It's basically just more attack and
it's just
speed.
bigger Aerodactyl.
It gets that ability that increases the power of physical contact move.
Oh, the claw thing,
Sharp
right?
claws?
Sharp claws, yeah, that's what it's called. It's yeah, a lot of things are getting that in this generation, it seems. All right, now that
Including the Mega Charizard X.
yeah, oh freaking X. I don't think we need to spoil that. We already talked about it before. I guess we'll start with the new guys.
Oh man.
Well, this Goomy.
Goomy.
This is his name, Goomy the dragon.
He doesn't look like a dragon. He looks like a slug, but you'd think water, but no.
No, but we'll get to him later too. You're gonna see his evolution with us. What was your name? Floette?
Floette. The baby's first evolution. It has another one.
It looks like it was becoming a some kind of what's the word I'm looking for here? Poke Fuel, Gardevoir clone.
Thing. It didn't quite end up that way, but it's good.
It is good.
It's like the one fairy, like game original fairy that's worth.
And it's not even pure fairy. Pretty sure it's grass fairy.
No,
It's
pure fairy.
It's final form
Unless
grass fairy. I know that. I remember it's final
Did
form.
they confirm that?
I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. I'm pretty sure I saw grass fairy.
Because the last time I saw the Dex was when it was an empty entry, so there was nothing on it.
Yeah, last time I saw it, I'm pretty sure it's final form is grass fairy. I just assumed because of that this one was too. Whatever. Point is, it's a fairy, and it's not gay as like the other two. And I'm not even kidding when I say gay.
It's just Ugu. Which is what you'd expect from a fairy.
It's true. And then you got this key.
Clef Key. Plenty of people hating on it. It's literally a keyring Pokemon. Its Pokedex entry says people give it keys to hold so no one gets into their safes and whatnot.
And then someone catches it and uses it to unlock their safe.
But yeah, it
Man,
supposedly
it's
never lets go of a key it likes. It's a thief!
It's a dick.
Steel Fairy, so that's
It's
cool.
something, I guess. Only evolved.
It doesn't have any of its fairy type weaknesses.
It's true.
And it's got Levitate, so it's only weak to fire.
Well, that's something, right? Just give it water sport and you're good to go. Next one. Goomy evolved.
Sligoo! And it's confusing everybody because now we think the green things are eyes.
Yeah.
Instead of, and these are nostrils, or
It's got Kabuto syndrome.
like, what's going on? But
It's got a snail shell there. It's gooey. It's stale, but still pure dragon.
and it's still cute, like super popular.
Yep, and
People would not stop demanding to see its third form.
and then when they did, we got some stories about that. Before that,
Oh, hey there, Barbarical.
Barbarical. They called Binicle ugly, so he called them an ambulance.
Rock water with the... Did it have the sharp claws?
I think it did, yeah. Everything has sharp claws. I'm pretty sure he was one of them.
It's cool. Well, as cool as a
So as
weird
it can
golem monster could
get
be.
with those hands, those hand
Its
faces.
face is a hand.
It is a hand. And then over here we got Knuckles' favorite Pokemon.
Pumpkaboo.
I saw a few things with that one, and in Pumpkin Hill Zone. If you remember Sonic Adventure 2. And it's
Yeah, we have two grass ghosts.
it's a grass ghost. It doesn't. Some people say it looks like cat bug but demonic.
Whatever.
Well, I guess really all we can say about it. He's stage 1 and he's huge. And then speaking of grass ghost, here's the child possessing a stump.
Yeah, it's the Prevo of the previously known Oroto.
Whose name is now Trevenant.
Trevenant.
Thank you.
Trevenant. I don't know what their intention was. But, I mean, it's Tree and Revenant, but how you say it is up for...
I'm going to call him a Trent and just get it over with. Or
Yeah.
Trent.
Apparently it has a special attack that... I forget what the attack did, actually. It's called Forest Curse. You can probably look it up.
Yeah, you can probably look it up by now. It's been out for a few days.
It's creepy because it's a
kid.
it's a dead kid.
And
then
you got
Birdmite.
yep.
People are so mad because it's just ice. Not only typing wise, but design
This
wise.
is just ice.
It's not even a bug.
It is. Despite its name, it sounds like it is.
It's the tip of the iceberg.
Yes, quite literally. Mega Gyarados.
We don't actually know anything about it.
We just know
Just
he
some
exists.
opponent had it in the game.
You know he exists. It's all I needed to know.
Yeah.
Now we just need Mega Arcanine and we're good to go. We have to assume Water Dragon because everyone was bitching about that since Gen 1.
Probably not.
They fixed it with Charizard halfway. Clawitzer.
Clauncher evolved, apparently, by having Crab Hammer at level 37.
Yep, it gets a giant ass claw.
The claw is actually, it's bigger than that.
It's bigger than that, it's just I couldn't fit it onto the paper.
Yeah, it's like
it's huge.
twice the size of its body at least.
It
And
is.
it's a special attacker, much to your dismay.
Because you look at that giant claw, and you think that is definitely a special attacker. Sliggoo evolved.
To Gudra. We
Also
got
known as
instant
Ubuja.
porn.
Yeah, instantaneous porn as soon as this thing showed up. And you think
Male
we're
or
kidding.
female, doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Its gooiness is all people need to give us very, very detailed sex stories about this thing.
I welcome our slimy dragon overlord.
We're not going to go into detail about any of them for obvious reasons. But, yeah, I'm sure you can find a few.
Avalog over there.
He is he's a giant glacier.
He's a table.
His table is literally flat.
On top. Flip him over, he'd probably die.
God, that'd suck. It's the seahorse.
Oh, right. The Skrelp. Apparently dragon poison.
coming to what is it called? Dralgy?
Dragalge.
Dragalge, yeah, that's his name. It's
It's a leafy sea dragon.
yep, the actual animal, not his type. His type supposedly is poison dragon from what we've seen. And speaking of final evos, this Hope Hidge full of them.
Yeah, we've got a. This is what did they? I don't remember its name actually.
Which one?
Yeah.
Florges.
Florges, right? It lives in the flower now.
It has become one with the flower. It's very. It's very. It's like what's it called? Gothitelle, and it's trying a bit too hard to be what Gardevoir was in.
Yeah, although I don't think it's offensive.
It's not offensive. It's the
Not
same,
like Gothitelle.
It's just very. It's freaking wearing a tank top. It's clearly and it's got a dress.
And
it's
people
clearly
are mad
trying.
that Marzipan is now a Pokemon. Gourgeist.
Oh, Gourgeist. That Gourgeist. What can I say about Gourgeist? It's Gourgeist.
I have no idea. More importantly,
Aegislash.
yeah, you thought it was going to be 3 swords? Well, you were wrong.
I'm glad I was correct. Hello. I'm glad I was correct about this one becoming a sword and shield.
It apparently
This is great.
constantly can switch between forms.
New Pokemon.
Its ability automatically changes its forms depending on what moves you're using. And you can take advantage of this because its default form is the defensive one. And it's slow, so they're going to hit you first.
Then when
Then
you
you're gonna
attack, it
attack.
goes into attack mode.
You switch your attack and defense stats, hit them hard, and then it has a special
Move.
Move.
A priority move, right?
yeah. It's
It's basically
protect.
protect, but it
If
harshly.
they contacted you, it harshly reduces their attack.
So it's basically pretty
It's-
obvious. It's you attack the first turn, lock, and go back in for the parry.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's looking to be a very good competitive Pokemon.
It looks so good. I'm glad I believe
Slightly
it.
gimmicky, but not too much.
It's gimmicky in a way, but it's a good kind of gimmicky because it gives it the power to keep itself protected
Yep.
when it does it.
I mean, it's not like you always have to shift back to the defensive form either.
Yeah, you
If you
can keep
predict
going.
well enough, you can just...
Kill him.
Great
'Cause
training.
he's got good attack when he's not in defense. His defense and his attack effectively switch.
Yeah. Which means you probably will actually want to put the EVs in defense and HP or something.
Yeah, so he stays alive forever, and then he just cuts them when they're not expecting it. It's actually really good. I'm glad Honedge got the form I was hoping it would have.
On that note, Eviolite Double-Aid, so you can keep the No Guard Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah, it gives you a reason to do that too. Well,
So good.
anyway, yeah, Noibat. It seems Noivern evolves from this.
It's just a 2-stage deal, so
Both of them are dragon, if I recall.
Dragonfly.
Yep. So both dragon flying. It's a regular bat though, so figure that
So
out.
many new dragons. Because they introduced Fairy, they thought it was okay.
And then my choice for Mega Gardevoir. She got a ball gown, and gloves.
Ride.
Yep.
Princess Peach. All the other jokes you can make.
There's a lot of jokes you can make, and it's fine because
Spoiler,
it's-
signature poke of the champion.
Surprised anybody? It's the most freaking elegant thing here. And it's like, on top of being Psychic Fairy,
Yeah.
looks like Gardevoir, we went from joke to broke. At least in one part of the game. So, it's good now. And that brings us to Zygarde.
Something Xerneas and Yveltal were based on the what the heck? Norse mythos or
I think so, maybe.
The whole deal with Yggdrasil, whatever.
Yggdrasil, yeah. I think it's Norse.
This is basically their interpretation of the serpent.
And it is quite the interpretation.
Dragon ground. It has no direct advantage over the other two, even though it's supposed to be their mediator.
And that's why it has the...
It has the aura break ability, which makes theirs work backwards.
So instead of having plus to their dark or fairy moves, it minuses them.
Whatever, you're still weak to fairy, and you don't do anything to flying moves. So Evil Tall and Xerneas will still thrash you.
I see where they're going with it, but it's just...
Plus, Dragon Ground, we didn't need another one of those.
Mm-hmm. It should have just been probably just pure dragon.
But what can you do?
Or heck, change its ability so it also hurts the megas. Then you have a reason to use it even if you're not fighting those two particular guys.
Whatever. He'll be back next game.
And then it turns out he isn't. Because they have to introduce Mewtwo Z.
Oh, wouldn't that be a twist?
Oh, man.
Evidently, there's no region-exclusive legendary trio.
Yep. In fact, this is the only other legendary as far as we know. It's
Mewtwo, the Kanto birds.
This game has the least amount of new legendaries ever. Even the first gen didn't have this few. That's a thinker.
Plot twist.
That's when we thought they were going to have like 20 of them. Oh man, it's
Did we cover all of the new pokes?
Yes, we
since
did.
last time?
Yes, we did, because this is where we left off. It was at Halucha. Oh god, where'd he go? Halucha. I think we brought him up. If not, we'll just do it quickly.
He's legit.
He's Oh wait, we didn't talk about his stats actually. We haven't talked about his stats or his move yet.
He's decently fast, decently strong. Average everywhere else.
But
I mean, he's Heracross tier at worst, so you know it's pretty good.
cool. And he
Dual
is
type move.
he's the first Pokemon that we know of to have a dual type move, Flying Press.
It's a fighting move that is flying at the same time, according to its description. We don't know how that mechanically works quite yet, but
it's
exciting.
probably exactly what it sounds
Because
like.
we've been waiting forever for that.
Literally since I think like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
When we were designing our own Pokemon, we were saying, what if a dual type move?
And then bam. And evidently the elemental punches and solar beam are also dual type now, but we haven't seen for sure. That's just what people are saying.
It would make sense. Although that'd be crazy for the fangs. Get an ice dark attack.
Dude. But we can hope.
Yes, we can. I guess we should just say favorites. What about you? Of all the ones we've seen.
Man, I don't want to be one of those guys, but Gumi best.
Gooey is adorable. Everyone loves it. It's I have to personally say
I like a lot of them.
Lucha.
I just it's hard to choose.
Yeah, I really like it how Lucha. He is a Mexican masked wrestler bird.
Let me tell you something, brother.
How could I not love him automatically? It's impossible. Also, I've grown a liking to this guy. He's the juggernaut. What can I say? Least favorite Pokemon, including Megas again. If I didn't say that, we're excluding Megas for this one.
Who did I just blatantly not?
Oh, anyway, I'll go first. I personally am not fond of this keychain. And I'm not very fond of Diggersby. Diggersby is racist. And he has no right being here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't really given it much thought.
I see. I know a lot of people's least favorite one is Binnacle. But they love the crap out of Barbaracle. Go figure. How about of the megas we've seen so far? Which one are you liking? We don't have them all on here, so I don't know.
Well, Vanguard is neat in that it has a reason to not always be. I'm still holding out for something else. Heracross or whatever. Just
Well, you already know which one I am choosing. But if I had to find a runner-up from what we know of now, it'd probably be this. It's Gyarados Mega. Well, we know nothing about him. I can only imagine good. And if he loses his flying type and becomes Water Dragon, so good.
he does have Outrage, which ironically is both not as good and better now because it can't hit fairies, but on the other hand, it can't hit fairies, so you don't keep going.
Yes. That's true. See, I think it takes care of everything except for one other factor, but I can't show it here. We should talk about the Elite Four.
Yeah.
I don't have any pictures of them here, but
It's got a knight, Lorelei's hot sister, an older lady.
but not old. She's like, she's got the smile wrinkles, and that's it. Because you see, smile wrinkles make you old automatically.
And right, the new Lance.
Yeah, i.e. Leon from Vanguard.
We have their names, but I don't feel
I don't feel like remembering them. And like we said, spoilers, champion is what's-her-face? The white dress lady.
Diantha.
Yeah, Diantha.
I mean, anyone could have seen that coming a mile away because
But-
she was on the page of important characters, but seemingly nothing was important about her.
Basically a Cynthia 2 is what I keep calling her. It's because, kind of is.
Trying to cash in on that without bringing that back.
It's because Cynthia was in like the last two
She
generations.
can't be everywhere, guys. We gotta do something.
Oh, man.
And now people are mad that we've gone 10 years without a male champion.
Wait a minute. Black and White had a male champion.
Oh, yeah.
The guy with the red hair.
People forgot Alder was a thing.
Alder was cool. I don't know why they forget him. It's like he was like old hermit.
I don't know.
It's because
Maybe it was his grandson that made everyone mad.
his grandson made everyone forget Alder was a thing. But yeah, if you guys thought that we were going 10 years without a male champion, Alder did exist. It's just he retired, so because he's old, I guess. And then Iris took over, and everyone hated Iris. Except for Jerry, but that's a different story. A very different story.
Oh, and there was one other thing
Yeah, what?
that was pretty big. They found the item that changes Pokemon abilities.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It costs 200 battle points. We don't know if it's multi-use or what.
Or if
but,
it's permanent or not. We have to assume permanent.
Yeah. But how many times have you hatched the perfect Pokemon only to realize wrong ability?
It's true.
Problem gone.
It's like now you just make it have the right ability. It takes so much time out of the whole equation.
Yep.
No.
Especially since they added super training and all this other stuff.
All they need to do now is get rid of egg hatching.
Yep. Although daycare is apparently after Gym 1, really early, and you can put 2 Pokemon in right away.
Ooh, that's cool. I mean, you probably wouldn't want to too early and forget about them. It'll take a while to get them back.
Yeah. Fly doesn't pop up until around 5 or so.
Do we have any HM confirmations?
Oh yeah, we know they exist.
No,
In
like
fact,
which ones do we know
oh,
exist?
Fly, Surf, Strength, and Cut.
That's all.
as far as we know. Which is the ones you really...
Those are the important ones, I know. It's just, I still wait for the day they just make them not exist and just make them like skills.
Yeah. There was something about rock smashing in a certain place to dig up fossils and stones and whatnot. That's interesting. Apparently you're not allowed to bike or skate in caves.
Ruined my life.
You can do tricks on the skates apparently.
You can squat down and talk to kids.
Yep. Idling animations. It's just... This game has all sorts of little things that make it really enjoyable. At least that's what the leakers have been saying. Especially the music. They're like, we already knew there were going to be over 200 tracks.
It's true.
I'm hyped, even though like everything's been spoiled. I still want to play.
I still want to play. It's like the stuff we still don't know about for starters.
Yeah.
And B, it's like, oh, I gotta actually get through
We
it.
probably haven't found all the items or whatnot.
As far as I can tell, they haven't even talked too much about the plot yet.
They haven't. Apparently, it's bare bones.
That's what I've been hearing. It's very straight, like black and white straight. But aside from
There's
that,
a lot of backtracking
yeah.
because everything is spirals out from Lumios, and then you kind of have to go back and then go the other ways.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it was a jump to the new format.
And the 3 Pokedex divisions:
Oh yeah, that's right. That did.
Central, Coastal, Mountain. And they each have like 100 plus pokes in them. It's just, man. And they found like 50 or more Pokemon, like 2 gyms in. I'm excited. This game is probably going to be the best one for Nuzlocke.
It definitely will be. It's got everything. As far as best generation, though, I can't say that. Still giving it to 3 and close second 5. Only because of Black and White 2, though.
Oh yeah, I go 5-3 because of Black and White 2.
Yeah, I usually tie 3 and 5 just because they're both great games. Like, they are...
I'll make my final judgment after playing it.
Yeah, that'll probably be right. Because I'm probably going to be
Because
playing...
apparently everything is just really pretty
And also, I just finished a while back playing 3 again, and while I'm waiting for this, I can play Black and White 2 again. It'll all be fresh in my mind. And just see how it compares to those, because needless to say, the other ones aren't as up to that level. So we'll see how 6 compares.
I mean, even if it doesn't, well, we're gonna have a while of just having fun battling because
That's true.
there's so many new elements to consider now.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. Oh, it's so close. 5 days, not including today, which is Sunday if I put it up today. But I'm putting it up as soon as possible, though, so you'll see
Today
it
we're
soon.
probably gonna have a trial deck tourney since those just came out.
Yep. So depending on what happens after that, we'll try to have it up. Don't think there's anything else to say other than
Not that I recall, but
it's just
if they find something completely earth-shattering in the next couple days.
Oh, but I do want to name one thing about one of the gym leaders. How does she exist, the fairy one?
How does the fairy one exist? I
She's
don't
got
know.
freaking fairy eyes, like black eyes, no pupils or anything. And it's like she's got this crazy dress that looks like it has wings for her hands.
Grass leader, the cutest. Old man with scissors.
Yeah, old man with scissors. And yeah, it's about everything. Hoping hoping Gen 6 is a Gen 3 or 5 tier game and not a Gen 4 tier. game. Heck, I would be fine with it being around Gen 1 or 2 level or a little bit higher. Because even if they're a little bit dated, they do have at least some interesting things. More to the point, hard mode going for them.
Yeah.
Gen 4 doesn't have any of that, so I'm hoping it's just not that.
Well, that's that.
Alright.
See you.
See you, everybody.